One of the areas that the internet has made a huge potential change in how our family lives is how we communicate by phone. A lot of people have figured out the whole concept of voice over IP, or using the internet for your telephone service. But a lot of us have still yet to get our heads around the whole concept. So today we're going to have a look from a family perspective. Now, I'm a big fan of voice over IP, mainly because it gives me total control over my phone service, both in terms of features and in terms of controlling costs. And the magic behind voice over IP is this. This is Vonage's adapter. Now, the reason that we need an adapter in order to make telephone calls over the internet is the internet lives in a digital world, whereas our phone lives in an analog world. So what this adapter does is it actually converts our phone calls from the analog world that we live in today, and that's where our phones plug in right there, and then it converts it over and then sends it out over the internet in a digital form. So we're able to use our existing phones in order to make phone calls. Not only will we be able to use our existing phones, but we can also use our existing phone number. We can keep it and we can actually migrate it to our digital account. And how we do that is that we can scroll down here on Vonage's site, and we can make sure by checking there to see if our existing phone number is indeed available to be able to transfer over to the Vonage account. So I'm going to check my phone number there, see if it's available, and it tells me right away it can be transferred. Now, the cool thing about transferring your phone number is it's not transferred to an address like when you move existing landlines from one house to another, but instead your phone number is attached to the adapter. And the cool concept there is that if we move the adapter, if we take the adapter with us on vacation, or if we're snowbirds and we go down the States, the number migrates with us to wherever we are. As soon as we plug it into the internet, that is our phone. So people can, in this example, in the 604 area code, can still be calling 604. Even if I've taken this to Toronto, plugged it into the internet there, it will ring through as my local line there. That is a very compelling and cool concept. If we take a look in the call plans, we can see the different options that we have as far as using our service. And you can see that there's quite a savings over traditional services. We have an all-you-can-eat plan for around $40 and a basic plan for about $20 a month. Now, Vonage treats both long-distance and local calls the same. So your all-you-can-eat plan includes all the long distance that you want included in the regular price of $40 a month. And the cool thing about it is no additional charges for things like voicemail or caller ID or any of the things that you often get dinged more for from a land plan. Now, the other thing is, if we scroll down, is we can see all of the different countries that are included in the long distance plan. We can see most countries in Europe. For example, we've got Italy, France, Spain, UK, and Ireland are all included, as well as all of North America. So if you've got family or friends that are over on the continent, you have the option to be able to contact them back and forth for free. Now, also, if they happen to have a Vonage account, Vonage to Vonage calls are also free. But where it works really well with families, especially with families with kids, is a feature they've got called Vonage Access, which takes a little bit to get your head around, but I'm going to explain it to you right now. If we go into the features area here, the Vonage Access allows us to call a local phone number in any of these areas and be able to basically put in our Vonage account information. Just basically, you're prompted on the phone with a normal interactive system. You can put in your local phone number, and then it goes onto your account. So your kids in school, if they're out east in school and you live in the west, they can call a local number and use your account to call you at home, and it won't cost them any extra. And maybe if the kids get free long distance, they'll call home more often. You know the old adage of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And conventional landline phone service definitely is not broken. But there are some really compelling reasons to revisit your phone service and consider voice over IP. For most people, the price is going to be the reason they consider changing. For me, it comes down to the control I have over the services. But regardless of which one reigns supreme for you, it's worthwhile to have a look at Vonage if you haven't yet. You may become a convert.